maybe the best way to settle this competition is to take it outside and start pulling some hair. Because a cat fight is the only way to answer who's tougher.
What's up with that Catholic schoolgirl outfit? Now you're copying my videos, too? Why would I bother copying a phony like you? That's it, you little quarter wench. You are so dead.
It's a good question. Who would win in a fight between Britney and Xtina?
Let's get it on! I think Xtina would beat the crap out of Britney.
That girl don't fight fair. You can look at her and say,
You want me to hit you one more time, baby? Here, how about 10 more times?
I think Xtina would come up like a badass and real confident, but I don't think Britney would give up easily.
I'm sick of you stealing my stick, and now I'm gonna stick it to you.
I'm gonna go with Britney.
Britney may have the size advantage, but Xtina's packing some deadly weapons.
I think Xtina would have the better weapons because she would just start removing all the metal out of her body. It would be like karate star, shit like nipple piercing.
I'm sure Britney's well aware of Christina Aguilera's piercings, and if I were Britney Spears, right there, I'd go for it.
Good strong and out, Britney.
But in the end, it all comes down to experience, and kicking ass is just part of Christina's daily routine.
I think that Xtina would kick the crap out of Britney Spears. You know, I'm not kidding you. And then she would stand on top of her with her leg and go, oops, I did it again. Oops, I did it again.
So at the end of round 7, it's Xtina 4, Britney 3. Coming up, Britney and Xtina beat the guys off with a stick. But which temptress do the fellas like more?
You guys aren't boyfriend-girlfriend?
No.
Oh, you're not?
No, he's not my type.
Oh, okay.
And which gossip column darling has the juiciest rumors?
You have to have at least 2 or 3 sticks.
VH1 All Access, Britney versus Xtina. In the last few rounds of our struggle between Britney and Xtina, turned out Brit's the better ad girl, but Xtina's got cooler buzz and sharper claws, so that puts Xtina up 4-3. On to the next round. When it comes to the battle of the boys, this controversy becomes a question of taste. Xtina generally likes her boys tall, dark, and Latino.
Single but always looking. I just want a sweet boy.
Well, Britney's boys tend to be a little more white bread.
Britney, for the most part, seems to enjoy dating famous people.
But the competition really heats up when Britney and Xtina are into the same guy.
The two girls have such different tastes in men. It's amazing how they both have gone for the same guy.
Meet Carson Daly.
Everyone loves Carson.
He's the host of TRL and the lucky guy most likely to get caught in a Britney and Xtina sandwich.
Carson Daly, so studly, so handsome.
Well, they both admitted to having crushes on Carson Daly in the past, and I'll tell you why. They wanted to get on TRL. To get on the show. Carson, I have a crush on you, too.
He's the biggest playboy here. He stooped more than anyone in this room.
But when it comes to Britney versus Xtina, who does Carson like better? Britney fell for Carson the second she hit the TRL stage in 1998.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Nice to see you.
You too.
Then Carson passed Britney a love note live on TRL.
I wrote, Britney, you are so hot. Love Carson.
I think he's like the big brother you have a crush on. Carson has always been a very, very generous man. From the long X-rated messages he leaves on my answer machines to the hours he spends in the car outside my house.
Britney wasn't the only one to fall for Carson's charm. The doughy hunk had Xtina at hello when the two met on TRL in September 1999.
Christina Aguilera, everybody.
That December, the two got to know each other better when Xtina helped him survive Y2K on MTV's New Year's Eve Live.
I'm so excited, Carson. I'm excited to be sitting here with Carson.
Keep it up.
Then, just a few weeks later, the two went out for a typical night on the town. Dinner, good conversation, and plenty of lap dances.
In the year 2000, Christina actually was caught at a strip club the night before the Super Bowl with Carson Daly. I hope he gave her a big tip.
You know, the girl really has to like you to go to the strip club.
It's like, duh. Have you seen her videos? Where else is she going to go? Bowling?
After the date, everyone wanted the juicy details, especially Madonna.
And he knows a lot about Xtina.
Oh,
I'm sorry I had to go there.
Madonna gets in on the whole thing, and she starts asking Carson about it on TRL.
Do you want to have kids?
yeah, sure.
With Xtina?
Carson turns beet red.
Yeah, baby.
So it's Carson's love note to Britney versus his strip club date with Xtina.
I think Carson definitely likes Christina better. He took her to strip club, she decided to go. There's always a great relationship when men and women can enjoy a strip club together.
But Britney and Christina's boy war doesn't stop at Mr. TRL. Limp Bizkit frontman Fred Durst had a thing for both hotties.
I can't believe that Fred Durst has been with Britney and Xtina. I think he does it just for the shock value. Did you know that I was with Fred Durst?
I think that every young woman at some point in her life will experiment with a bad boy. It just so happens that both these women experimented with the same bad boy.
Which is why we ask, who does Fred like better?
What's it all about?
In 2000, at a TRL photo shoot, Fred made it clear what he was after, a piece of sweet Aguilera pie.
Xtina, you shouldn't be sitting on the floor.
Hey, come sit over here.
Come on, sit over here by me.
Fred is very persistent man.
I was just pushing it hard, man. I was like, what's up?
Xtina, I know you must be thinking I'm an idiot. But I'm not.
Y'all be loving this right here.
We hung out a couple times and kissed once. She kisses really good, actually.
I don't know, Fred Durst, he's crazy. Do we believe him? Yes, because it's more fun to.
Fred was so into Xtina that he performed a romantic duet with her at the 2000 VMAs. Some fans said he sold out. Fred said he did it all for the nookie.
Yeah, people always ask me, so what was it like doing the thing with Fred Durst? It was fun for the moment. You know, it's something that I won't be doing again. Next question.
No one will ever know exactly what happened, but one thing for sure, something definitely happened. When there's two totally different stories, there's always something.
Then Fred was in heat again, this time for Britney, and he didn't just like her, he really liked her.
What do you think of Britney Spears? Let's watch a little bit of this and we'll just talk about it.
I'm very excited for every new thing she unfolds.
Mr. Durst was quite smitten with Miss Spears, wasn't he? I mean, you know her mother was like, how do you bring home Mr. Mickey Mouse Justin and then start dating this guy?
In 2003, after working together on Britney's In the Zone album, rumors started to fly that the two were dating.
The thing is, we worked together for like 3 days. He's a really cool guy, but there's no relationship. I'm really kind of confused about it. I don't really know him that well.
Really? It started getting out, I guess because we were going out to places together. It just got blown out of proportion. Then he got her going on TRL.
You guys aren't boyfriend-girlfriend?
No.
Oh, you're not?
No, he's not my type. He's not my type.
I was really upset that she had said that. It's like playing me out pretty bad.
He says it happened. She said it never happened.
I guess there's only two people who know, Fred and Britney.
I want to know, Britney, did it happen? Or did you just leave his biscuit limp?
Well, Justin had to wait years. Fred hinted that Britney gave it up on the first night.
Just hit me with the truth.
But Britney says it never happened.
My gut feeling says Britney never slept with Fred Durst.
Fred was claiming that they did the number the first night together. Now, Britney, my girl, would not be doing that.
Fred may not have bagged either babe, or even gone to first, but when it comes to who he likes better, Fred just can't get over Britney.
Fred definitely feel harder for Britney.
Fred went on Howard Stern and was totally bashing Britney. Get over it, man. It's for girls, too.
Bashing Britney and calling her a bitch, to me it indicates that he is deeply wounded and really hurt by the way the relationship ended. Otherwise, he just let it go.
But Britney and Xtina have both fallen hard for this next boy toy, Justin Timberlake.
Looking at me.
He's the white chocolate center of the Britney-Christina boy war.
Something about you.
And he's been bouncing between these rivals since they were Mouseketeers.
It's just judgment.
I think that back in the Mickey Mouse days, he might have been the stud, and Britney and Christina might have been after him, and that's where I think the rivalry began.
So we've got to ask, who's got Justin? In 1998, it was clear who had Justin. Britney. The brand new pop stars began a storybook romance.
Justin and Britney go together like peanut butter and jelly.
I'm very much in love, yes. He is definitely my first, true love. The whole world wants, two little pop stars to get together. It's like a perfect match.
She's wonderful. That's what she is.
By 2002, the dream was over, and so were Britney and Justin.
My dad told me with his generation, it was the big question was, where were you when Kennedy got assassinated? My generation is where were you when Britney and Justin broke up?
Less than a year after his split with Britney, Justin hooked up with Xtina.
When you got Justin?
You got Christine.
Yeah, that show.
And the two hit the road for the Stripped and Justified tour.
Justin went and picked up his ex-girlfriend's biggest competition and said, let's go on the road together.
Coming out at the same time with our record, it just made sense to us both that we should team up and do this together, as a co-headlining tour.
I think that Xtina got into that just to show the Britney that she could get Justin also.
No Nobody knows what went on behind closed doors, and the road can be a lonely place.
You know, Justin's spending all this time with Xtina. The rumors are going to stop that Justin and Xtina are sleeping together.
For us, I mean, we're both, going out on tour alone. It's kind of fun to have, that camaraderie, somebody to tour with.
Do you think they prank call Britney? I bet Christina's like, let's call Britney and act like we're making her. Because Britney calls it making love, not sex.
I'm not saying anything sexual happened, but come on, that is a little bit of a jab there to go on tour with the ex-boyfriend.
I think at the end of the day, the brother got to do what he got to do. So I ain't mad at him. Whatever.
Xtina and Britney may have split time with Justin, but there's no sharing when it comes to the J-Man. So in the end, who's got Justin?
In the battle for who's got Justin, Britney is definitely the winner.
Justin sweepstakes, it's not even a question. I mean, Xtina, she's even said it herself.
I can so clarify that we're definitely not going out. Never was. It's not my thing.
Justin and Britney, I think they're going to find their way back.
So at the end of round 10, Britney and Xtina are tied with 5 wins each. It's our showdown between Britney and Xtina. In the last few rounds, we learned that Carson likes Xtina, but Britney's got Fred and Justin in her corner, so it's still a tight race, 5-5. Let's go to the next round. The pressure to outdo each other has sent them into parallel lives of crime. No, they're not robbing liquor stores. This offense is all about fashion.
You got to feel for them because these are two young women, girls, who are like trying different styles in front of the world. We're all embarrassed by what we were in high school, but we didn't have it broadcast every time we did it.
If I was Britney or Xtina, I would think it was pretty cool that I was on the worst dressed list.
It's flattering that they're making fun of you. Oh my God, yes.
So in the Britney versus Xtina showdown, who's a bigger fashion felon? Britney's had her fair share of fashion mistakes, but it's hard to top her Village People look at the 2002 VMAs.
She just kind of looked like a cop for an S&M bar. That was kind of the whole leather. I've got my cap on, here's my badge, and you're busted.
I don't know. Maybe 12-year-old boys find that just dandy in the heartland. But I just look at her and I think, oh my God, someone's gay stylist has gotten a little carried away.
But it's still kid stuff next to Xtina's legacy of faux pas.
Xtina, I mean, where do you start with about fashion?
I get a lot of flack from a lot of people for either how I dress or what I do.
She is so dedicated to always wearing something shocking and bizarre. She's trying to be in the Bad Fashion Hall of Fame. I think that she would be flattered.
I like to be edgy. I like to be different. I would feel extremely uncomfortable being conservative.
She does bad fashion really well.
So well that she pulled off the unthinkable at the 2002 VMAs, an outfit so skimpy that it could barely cover a moon man's butt, much less hers.
Tell me about what you're wearing tonight.
A little skirt. I'm just going casual tonight. Xtina from the VMAs, it was all about a tiny skirt and a little blue halter thing. She was like, let me go into my 4th grade wardrobe. Small, but I think it covers my ass and I can make this work.
While that getup may have invented reverse cleavage, bird-loving Xtina found a way to top it.
Christina Aguilera in that feathered Roberto Cavalli looked like Big Bird's wet dream.
Xtina's just basically saying, look at me, I'm a brunette, and now I'm a bird. And I can pull off this whole image because, you know what, I'm going to fly away with every award.
You would think that Xtina would have at least one gay guy in her house that when she came out and said, how do I look, he would go, oh no, girl, you better go back in there. Hello! Queer eye for the straight girl.
But this style battle all comes down to 2 things. Britney's leather versus Xtina's feather.
Both were nominated for being worst dressed by People magazine. And I think that if I had to pick one of the 2 which was worse, I would have to say Xtina.
I think Xtina has more of the shock value, which get people talking.
The real secret to success as a pop diva all starts up top. That's right. Welcome to the Clash of the Quads.
What is that?
The ultimate battle for hair superiority.
I mean, come on. Both Britney and Xtina are being photographed 24/7. They roll out of bed, cameras up. And you're going to have a bad hair day once in a while.
So we've got to ask, who's had the worst hair days? In 2002, Britney had the public chanting, bring back Barbie, when she turned her Goldilocks brown.
Britney Spears, I give her credit. She's a hot blonde. She's like a Pammy Lee. She's beautiful. Why did she do the brown? I didn't understand. It's like she looked in the mirror and went, yeah, I'm a 10, but just going to try being a 7, just for a couple of weeks.
The good thing about being Britney is that she could just add extensions and dye it right back the next day, and we're none the wiser.
Yeah, Britney, she cut off her hair once. Ooh, look, she got a bob. Big deal.
While Britney may cut in color, Xtina's scalp is ever evolving.
I've heard the term bad hair day, but Xtina has had a bad hair career.
I love this hair. Thank you.
At the 2001 Grammys, Xtina unveiled her infamous Million Braid March.
Multicolored braid. She looked like she was attacked at a candy factory or something.
I was, not into that one.
Got a little out of hand, but I don't think it was ugly.
In 2001, Xtina left the conditioner behind for her frizzed-out Lady Marmalade look.
It looked like I could sleep in that hair. It looked comfy. You just want to curl up and take a little nap.
That was when I took my braids out, so that was next to my hair at the time.
I thought the afro was cool.
The big hair paid off.
But once Xtina went black, she didn't want to go back.
When Xtina dyed her hair dark, I sort of smiled and thought that was kind of cool, that she wasn't stuck being blonde.
I don't love Xtina with the dark hair. It's a little Morticia.
It's hard to go from blonde to totally brunette the way Xtina did. That's really rough. It's kind of, you go,
It's that kind of reaction that ultimately sets Xtina apart by a hair.
In terms of bad hair, Xtina wins. She has more power in bad hair.
Xtina's mistakes are probably the most severe. She's the one that tends to really make extreme choices.
Once the girls traded the mouse club for the nightclub, the rumor mill went nuts.
It's funny when you start hearing the rumors that people see them out at clubs and they're just out of their mind.
Here's to going out later tonight.
So inquiring minds want to know who has the best rumors.
You're unbelievable.
I think the craziest rumor I've ever heard was, Britney being a virgin. Good Lord.
I really wish I would have never said anything to begin with, because I'm kind of stuck in this little place where people are always asking me. You sure about this?
It's right here. God bless her. Do we believe that Britney was a virgin? I don't think so.
It's also hard to believe that Xtina starred in a 2002 X-rated video posted on the internet. But that didn't stop the public from downloading it.
If you're going to be famous, you have to have at least, I think, 2 or 3 sex tapes floating around that you might be in. That's how you know you've made it.
Silly. It's stupid. A lot of these rumors, it's just something that you just have to laugh off. Maybe people just saw her video and they were like, it's a sex tape, and they're like, oh no, it's her new hit single.
The footage turned out to be a fake. So, who is the winner of the rumor mill?
Okay, let's focus. Do I want to think about the virgin that I might be able to deflower? That's not going to happen. Do I want to watch the sex tape? Yes. So ultimately, Xtina wins in the rumor category.
When you're a pop diva, sometimes the champagne turns to real pain. Like when Britney opened an ill-fated restaurant in Manhattan.
What's your favorite dish on the menu?
Fried chicken.
And Xtina pierced her private.
I express myself the way I feel need be.
Which begs the question, who suffered more? In 2001, Ms. Aguilera got up close and personal with her jeweler by putting a diamond in her ruff.
A crotch piercing covered in diamonds. It just sounds painful. What I do is not for everyone.
I think she's got more moral fiber for having gone through such an operation.
Can you imagine her walking into that piercing parlor? The guy, is having a really day, fat, has, butt plumber crack hanging out. And in walks Miss Xtina Aguilera. I want my pierced. That made his day.
At least Xtina's crotch fling has staying power, which is more than can be said for Britney's restaurant Nyla, which closed after just 7 months.
New York's a tough town to open restaurants. There was a lot of hype around it, and within days, the restaurant just started to